Hi everyone, and welcome to the Gemini February 2022 mid-month love reading. This is I Am Illuminated Tarot, a place for you to better connect with and illuminate your own personal spiritual importance. All right, so Gemini, normally these mid-month readings are all about helping engage your authentic self with your external environment, but this month it's all about love because Valentine's Day is right around the corner, and also because love is a very important energy for us to work with. So I'm going to go right ahead here, Gemini. I'm going to pull a card right off the bat to get a overarching theme for what you're currently dealing with around the energy of love. And now this can be directly relating to a romantic partner. It can be related to any area where you have a strong connection through love in an interpersonal relationship. So this can be a sibling, this can be a deep friendship, even in close work relationship. So let's see what Gemini needs to know about love for the month of February. And you know, I just did the Aquarius reading and I had so much fun doing it that I might actually start incorporating this as my mid-month reading just from this point forward. I love working with the energy of love. I think love is the word I use the most, probably to some people's chagrin, but I do love. Love. So Gemini, let's see. What are my Geminis dealing with the energy of love? And I'm going to apologize right off the bat. I do like to have the cards come out organically, and sometimes that takes a while. It's just the way I like to read. Oh, you got 3. All right. So Gemini, let's take a look. We have healing family issues. It says your love, oh my gosh, you actually have 4. Wow. It says your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. We have deception. It says someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. And honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Okay, this is really an interesting spread. So I'm going to kind of work through these. Right off the bat, now for some of you, yes, you could literally be getting into an engagement. But what I'm feeling more with your love life is ascending to a higher level is that there's just a deeper level of commitment happening right now for many of you. Now this could look like moving in together, buying a home together. This could look even like if this is a relationship, let's say outside of romantic relationships, this could be you signing on with a coworker, perhaps to take on a larger project together, or signing a contract for 2 or 5 years, something along those lines. But there's something coming in here with, for some of you, there is some aspect of your past that needs to be healed, that the family issues is really coming through. So these two, the engagement and the family issues, are 2 that are really coming in here strongly as your main energies. That I do feel that either you or a partner you're dealing with is bringing forward some past hurt from their parents' relationship, some wounding that's coming through. And to a certain extent, most of us carry forward some type of wounding around the energy of love due to something that we watched our parents go through. Now, some people have wonderful, wonderful upbringings and wonderful parents and wonderful family members, and that's great. But there can still be those triggering moments of a time when maybe the whole family had to deal with a momentary disruption, whether this was the death of a loved one or financial hardship. And even though everybody worked together, there can still be wounding even around that, even around possibly a time of hardship that might have shown some cracks in the foundation of what seemed to be a very strong or stable family foundation. It can also be around very deep family issues where perhaps you watched a parent go through some very tough relationships and you yourself are having a difficult time, maybe perhaps not repeating that in a current relationship. But what's beautiful is right here with healing family issues and committing to this higher level of commitment, there's a feeling of moving beyond that now. And I see with deception, someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. This is coming from, I think perhaps, this family issue. I don't get that for any of you that there is somebody here who is lying to you, let's say, or truly that they are coming from trying to be deceptive. There's this feeling of somebody might be afraid to fully show themselves because of past issues, that they feel that if they truly lean into being who they are, that either the family issues might creep back in, or that because this is a new relationship, that they might feel that with this heightened level of commitment, the real them is going to be seen, because now you are going to be spending more time with each other, getting more comfortable with each other. And, sometimes when we get into a new relationship, whether it's actually a long-term relationship or not, for instance, I look at myself with my husband. We were living on opposite sides of the country when we first met. And so we dated for a long period of time before we actually committed to living together in one location. And so even though we had been dating for 2 or 3 years, when we finally committed to moving in together, there was still this element of a higher level of commitment, a higher level of us being around each other in a closed environment. And there were still things that needed to come to light, even though we had been in each other's presence for 3 years. So there is a little bit of this, that as you are committing and really stepping into this next phase of this relationship, that someone is afraid that there's a mask that might come off, or that they might be tiptoeing around right now, not wanting to show maybe perhaps a part of themselves that is directly linked to a past family issue, an insecurity perhaps. And with the honeymoon card coming out, it says, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. There's this feeling of releasing this fear around being seen as you truly are, and just going out and having fun. That this month, of course we have February, we have Valentine's Day here in the United States, and I'm sure a few other countries do celebrate Valentine's Day as well, but just in general, there's a feeling here of whether or not you celebrate Valentine's Day. This is a month for you to really just lean in, let go of the family issues, or be very aware. There's something here. Awareness is what helps us unlock and move forward and heal and grow. Because the more we're aware of something that has hurt us in the past, the more we're able to grow beyond it. So really allowing yourself to understand and forgive what has happened in the past, to forgive your parents, or to forgive a previous relationship. This could even be forgiving a previous work relationship. Maybe in a previous relationship, you had a really difficult time with an ex-boss, and now you're kind of trying to carry that forward into the next work relationship. And it's not fair for you to put those fears from a past bad boss employee relationship onto this other person, this other boss or employee. So really allow yourself to lean into understanding that, forgiving the other person, or forgiving the environment or the situation or the circumstances, and allowing the masks to come down both for yourself and the other person, and just to step into having fun. Really lean into this new level of commitment. There's a lot going on here for the month of February for you guys, but it's exciting energy. It's healing energy, if you will allow it. All right, now I'm going to pull a card here for the concept of, we're going to pull a card for what Spirit would like you to be curious about in the energy of love, what Spirit would like you to be courageous in taking action around, and what Spirit would like you to know as a point of reflection. All right, so for curiosity, we have demonstrate love. Find out what is important to those you love and act on it. Number 48, breaking down to number 12, which to me is a number of divinity. And then we have speak the language of love. Loving words have the power to change lives, including your own. Number 35, breaking down to an 8, a number on personal empowerment and creativity. I love these two together for where you should be curious and kind of open yourself up to. So when we're thinking of curiosity, the beautiful superpower of curiosity is that it allows us to wipe the slate clean of what we feel we already know. It allows us to be able to look at the world, our environment, and even interpersonal relationships and connections through fresh eyes, through the eyes of an innocent child who has not yet been hurt by something or has not yet realized that X, Y, and Z will happen if I do X, Y, and Z. It's about understanding we will never know everything about our experience, and we're not meant to. And that's where we allow miracles to creep into our lives, is that we stay open to them. And for you guys, it's about staying open to really acting from a place of love. When it says demonstrate love, find out what is important to those you love and act on it, and then speak the language of love. Loving words have the power to change lives, including your own. There's this feeling here of being open to allowing that mask to come off and to show your most vulnerable self, to really speak about your feelings in this loving relationship, and to take action from that place and stay open to what will happen. And I know it can be scary when perhaps in past relationships or with something around your family relationships, you saw someone get hurt. You saw somebody try to be vulnerable on this level and it didn't work out. Or you watched your parents speak to each other in ways that was not the language of love. And it's kind of about bringing that forward and realizing you have the power to take action from a place of love that is authentic to you. Now be curious as to how, by doing so, it will show you that your relationship now is very different than previous relationships you might have been wounded by in the past. Okay, Gemini, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull a card now for where Spirit would like you to really be courageous in taking action. And I'll pull some clarifier cards at the end if I feel it's needed for any of these cards, just to get a few additional messages. Okay. Oh, beautiful, Gemini. We have miracles and blessings. Everything has its gift. Number 13, breaking down to number 4. This is, I mean, again, I'm talking about miracles coming in here. And sometimes we push miracles away. And just having a relationship that is based on love alone is a miracle in and of itself. When you think of what a loving relationship can bring out in another, can release in another, can allow somebody to feel supported and to feel accepted and to feel who they are authentically. And with this coming in as the place where Spirit would like you to be courageous in taking action, it's about realizing that you're taking action towards allowing space for miracles to come in. There's a feeling around being courageous in believing that when you're going to take action around love, it's about coming from that place of deep belief that this relationship is that miracle for you. And when it says everything has its gift, well, that's what you're going to be unlocking for each other. You're going to be unlocking the gifts that lie within us that are only unlocked when we have that beautiful, loving energy from another that allows that part of ourselves to feel basically the little seed within us that is us, that allows it to be watered, to stand in the light of day, and to grow and to bloom and to blossom. Oh, such beautiful energy, Gemini. All right. And now let's see what Spirit would like you to reflect on around the energy of love for the month of February. What does Gemini need to know? What does Gemini need to know about the month of February and what to be reflected? What's the final message here for Gemini? I do hope you guys all have wonderful plans if you're here in the States to celebrate Valentine's Day. All right, so we have you are limitless. You can do anything you choose. And number 4 coming through again. Beautiful. God, I love these illustrations. And it says, back to what you love. Reevaluate your desires with number 3. There is something here around, I think perhaps maybe having felt in the past limited by the energy of love. Maybe you didn't have a healthy depiction of what love looked like with parents or in the family circumstances you grew up with, or even how you were loved by others as you were growing up. And there's this feeling now of, with Spirit coming through, to remember you truly have a gift that is a miracle that is meant to be shared with others, and specifically another in a close interpersonal connection. And you are limitless. So get back to what you love through engaging with who you love. This is a very clear message, Gemini. I love it. I'm going to go ahead and I'm actually going to just clarify for the miracle and blessings here. Really seeing any final messages that would like to come through. Let's see. Okay, so we got 3 cards that came out. We have 2 of Pentacles, we have 8 of Pentacles, and we have 9 of Swords. Okay, there's something here about, I think, being worried about what you're working towards with another, and that perhaps it feels a little chaotic right now, that there's a choice in your environment where you're kind of having to choose where to put your time and energy. And there is also a feeling here, though, of diligently working towards something. But for some reason, that's something around a point of fear. And I think there's a point of fear here coming through because you are working with something around a gift of yours. And that you're a little afraid that maybe in trying to put energy towards yourself or to grow something specifically, that it's creating a little bit of chaos, or that you're having to juggle because you're having to focus on something within yourself. And maybe perhaps in a previous relationship, or using your parents as an example, that when you focused on this part of yourself, that it might have not been supported. And that maybe that's why you had to put a mask on. That maybe whatever hobby you had or passion you had growing up, that either A, you watched your parental experience go through this, where you watched a parent not be supported for what they wanted to do, or you yourself by your own parents or your family structure were not supported. And now I feel like you're getting back to wanting to work towards this aspect of yourself, this gift, and you're worried. And what Spirit's saying is, don't be worried. Get back to what you love. Get back to what you love through engaging with who you love and understanding you are limitless. You are limitless, meaning that what you can achieve with your gifts is truly up to you. There are no boundaries as to what we are here, our highest potential. Our highest potential is literally limitless. It is the hope of the divine that we will lean into that, and through our creativity and through the energy of love, be able to kind of continuously open up new doors that also open up those doors to others, to the greater collective experience. There's a very strong, like, higher message coming through, in addition to just the interpersonal relationship for you, Gemini. And I really hope you guys lean into that. I really hope you lean into connecting with some aspect of yourself you really want to work towards and work on, and allow yourself to be supported by the others in your life, and you support them as well. All right, I hope you guys all have a wonderful February. I will be posting the dates for the monthly March illumination readings in another week or so. And if you would like to illuminate your own personal spiritual importance and to see how it can be of service to yourself and others, you can click on the link in the description box below to book a personal reading or a one-on-one coaching session. All right, all my lovely Geminis, have a fabulous February, and I will see you in March. Bye.